And welcome back to Outer Wilds. I'm Duo, and in this episode, I think we're finally going to start tackling the terrifying, mysterious dark bramble. Last episode kind of summarized that maybe we can find some more information about what happened to escape pod number 3. And maybe figure out what happened to Feldspar as well. We can still hear his harmonica coming from a dark bramble seed here on Timber Hollow, so I think if we equip our signal scopes and give that a follow, that might bring us to where his ship crashed. If it's still there. So this, just in quick review, the sun station was designed to make the sun go supernova. Nomai fired it, but it didn't work, and it looks like it could never work. After the failure, the Nomai took a break to investigate the newly arrived comet, which we should check out after the Dark Bramble. According to a Nomai computer, our sun has reached the end of its natural life cycle, so our sun is actually going to blow up regardless of what happens. Pity. Might have had hope if it was the sun station, something we could just disable, but maybe there's something else we can do to salvage this situation. Just because our star is dying out doesn't mean that it has to be the end. I can hope. Maybe we can give this journey some purpose. So the Black Hole Forge just has all the rules of the Warp Tower's alignment points. It's not the Warp Receiver, but it aligns with the center of the corresponding astral body. Must be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. The Hourglass Twins are so close together they function as a single astral body, with a shared alignment point in between them. All of the Warp Towers were being constructed on Ash Twin, while the 6 Warp Receivers were being constructed at different locations. And that's the diagram, just showing all of that. The angles aren't exact. The warp windows last several seconds. You've got several seconds to jump into a warp pad before it turns off. And if you step onto that warp platform while it's active, you're going for a ride. Let's see. Yep, found everything I needed to explore the Black Hole Forge. They debated how to obtain a highly advanced warp core for the Ash Twin project, which they made on the Black Hole Forge. The Nomai traveled to the solar system. Yep, that was the Eye Shrine text right there that we've seen before. And so maybe we'll find out what happened to the vessel and Escape Pod 1, or Escape Pod 3 rather, and maybe even Feldspar. We'll have to see. Alright, let's buckle up and go. We're heading for the Bramble. After we get out of escape the atmosphere of Timber Hearth. Alrighty, there's this big hole on the front of the planet. I'm going to assume it works just like one of those lovely bramble seeds and cast myself right into it. At 600 kilometers, or 600 meters a second. Oh, made it. And here we are. There's an anglerfish. Hello, ugly. You're blind. Which means you probably use sound to detect people. So assuming we don't touch you, and we don't activate our jets, it should be pretty safe. Let's break out the old signal scope. This red one looks kind of red and important. I'm gonna check that out real quick. That's a bunch of lights right there. And I came out of this at the wrong angle. Oh god, don't touch anything. Don't even breathe. Hopefully I'm not running out of oxygen. As long as you can hear them, they can probably hear you, so be sure to get as much momentum as you can before you get in there, and kind of just lay off of the acceleration until you are in the clear. Our 2 tank was damaged, but it appears not to be a fatal leak, so I'm just going to leave it be. Now let's break out the old signal scope. There's nothing here. Except for some angry anglers. I'm gonna go ahead and head towards this hole. Just so I can get a better idea of what's going on. I shoot a probe through it. Looks like it's a probe endlessly looping back and forth. Over in this direction. Can't hear anything, so this is a good chance to send out our probes and make sure we don't find the wrong end of a anglerfish. Don't see any anglerfishes, so I'm gonna move forward with a little trepidation. That's an anglerfish. Oh boy. Thank goodness I did not pursue that line of thought. So, maybe this is not the way we need to be going after all. Let's just find a way out, wherever that might be. Not inside the fish. Let's agree on that for a second. There's a hole here. Check this out. Sends us back in here. So this is a loop. Outer Wilds Ventures. Stuck it to the back of my own ship. We're back out in space. Oh, nice. Now let's try this again. Beacon over there. Outer Wilds Ventures right there. There's an anglerfish and a hole. So let's line this up as good as we can and get moving and lay off the gas. There's the tail of a anglerfish. I need to be super careful to make sure not to alert it to my presence here. Don't hear anything. Let's go through here, make sure there's nothing too scary on the other end. There's a bit of a warpole here. That takes us to Feldspar, where Feldspar might have landed. That's where his signal's coming from. I'm gonna go through this one right here. Following the duplicate signal, looks like it got sucked up into a smaller seed. That's why I'm seeing it through some of the bigger seeds here. Pray to God I don't get eaten by anyone. Here we are. Alrighty. This is it. There's some trees here. It's dead. Looks like it might even be his campfire, and I hear music. Let's see if I can just land this. By some definition of the word landing anyways. Gonna repair this while I've still got a chance. Let's fix that O2 tank. Oh God, it is broken. It's a miracle I'm not choking on the vacuum of space, I guess. Cool. I think that's actually Feldspar. Whoa! Where'd you come from? No one's come here in, well, ever, actually. That makes you the second Hearthian to ever reach Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Well done. Say, it's you. They made you an astronaut, and you haven't blown yourself up yet? Good for you. Feldspar, you're alive. You never were the brightest hatchling, were you? Yeah, that's right. I'm alive. Been camping out here since my ship, crashed. Violently. You crashed? But you're the greatest pilot in Hearthian history. I haven't lived in polite society for a while, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume that wasn't sarcasm. My story goes like this. I had just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep, and I wanted to try my hand at Dark Bramble, seeing as no one had ever been before. Getting right in Dark Bramble was easy, mind you. Once you've dodged one massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, you've dodged them all. But after a while, I've run into this huge anglerfish. You seen them? Big gnarly things. And this is the biggest one I'd ever seen. I pull a few stunts, try to shake the thing off, nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed, and the fish clips me and knocks me into a vine, and, well, like I said, I crash. Blammo! On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside. And I think, well, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to put a little distance in between me and my poor fried ship. Camped out near where I crashed at first. I found the skeleton later. Great find. Would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup over here and planted my emergency tree seeds. So they've got emergency tree seeds to make oxygen, I guess. Been here ever since. No wonder there are so many stories about you back at home. Not half bad yourself making it here in one piece. So anyway, that's how it happened, hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire a while. Or don't. Fire's not going anywhere. Anything else you wanted? What should I explore here? That's the spirit. Anywhere's good, but you should know that space is weird here. Intensely. Ever try throwing your probe into one of these weird seeds? See there, with the little opening, just big enough to launch one through? Yeah, that's how I found this anglerfish, initially back on Timber Hearth. Your probe tracker will tell you the probe is in two places at once, but I don't think that's wrong exactly, because space doesn't work right in here. That seed looks small, see, but inside, it's bigger. Much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and my theory is space in Dark Bramble kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside those seeds. Well, that's my theory. Keep that in mind while you're exploring Dark Bramble, and maybe you won't get lost inside forever. Good luck. Hey, hatchling, pull up a marshmallow stick. Come to hear tales of my heroic exploits, have you? Reached the core of Giant's Deep, huh? How'd you do it? Giant's Deep's core? Huh? That was a wild one. Since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made it down there yourself yet, right? If I tell you how, it kinda feels like cheating. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. You'll want to go to the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton here and look for a flickering light in the fog. That'll be my old ship. The path starts there. I'll have to check that out. Where's your ship? Not far from here, as a matter of fact. If you go straight past the tail of this anglerfish skeleton here, you'll see a flickering light in the fog. I can't say fog today. Follow that and you'll find my old ship. What's left of it, anyway. What happened to this anglerfish? Oh, the skeleton? It was like this when I got here. As near as I can tell, this anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eaten a seed, and the seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? The skeleton was a good find. The light keeps the fish away, you know? See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. Shouldn't I tell ground control to come get you? Well, yeah, sure. Whenever you have the time. Frankly, I kinda like it out here. Quiet, peaceful-ish, massive anglerfish in the background. You're a little too young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure, being the best that ever was. Been nice to have a break. Just play your harmonica. I found something. Found a dark bramble seed and timber hearth. That's bad business, hatchling. As Chert will tell you, if you so much as glance in Dark Bramble's direction, there used to be a fifth planet where the bramble is now. This infernal plant appeared at the center and kept growing and growing and growing until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces across space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted real quick like, I suspect Timber Hearth will be heading toward the same fate. And I tell you what, we Hearthians have overcome far too much to be done in by some worthless seed. One seedy ass motherfucker. I found no my writing saying anglerfish are blind. Aha! So the blasted things do have a weakness. Meaning my fly as fast as I can approach to dealing with them. Could have used a bit more thought behind it. Oh well, at least they didn't eat me. All's well that ends well, eh, hatchling? Oh, Feldspar, I like you. I'm gonna roast a marshmallow with you. Don't have a lot of time, but can afford to stop by and eat some delicious gelatinous sugar cylinders. That is good shit. Alrighty. So, if we go this way, find the sparking ship, there should be a hollow vine nearby. Yeah, there it is. We just follow this hollow vine, I guess. Maybe inside? Yeah, it's hollow. So I bump my head and knees on the... Oh boy. These don't appear to be cloudy. Are we back in real space? Affected by a minimal amount of gravity. Yeah, I think we're in one of the ice pieces around the Dark Bramble. Interesting. Trip 4? Entry number, I'm gonna say not 1. Crashes 3? Boring crashes 0. A personal best! Whoa! Never thought I'd see one of these beasties outside of Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too. Blah! This thing tastes terrible. Oh god, I'm sorry, let me... The outside is all rubbery and tough, maybe because it insulates the jellyfish's insides from getting zapped by electricity? There's an idea, maybe we can use the jellyfish to get to the core. Right, I'm going inside of this jellyfish's interior cavity to see if what's in there tastes any better. I thought it smelled bad on the outside. Oh, here we are. Note to Feldspar. Do not eat this even if you are dying. It'd be too sad if this were the last thing you ever ate in life. Guess these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat. Love, Feldspar. Oh. Well, that's good to know. They're not tasty at all. They're very insulating. Nothing else here, right? Yep, just a jelly. It's not fall. Where am I? I should turn my flashlight on. There we go. Ah, there we go. Back into the planet. Back towards our ship. We'll say goodbye to Feldspar and see if we can find the escape pod. Oh, that's his. Never mind. Oh boy. Ship is floated up a little bit. Hey, Feldspar. Found the frozen jellyfish near your ship. Huh, so the old thing is there. That's where I first camped out after the crash, you know. It was pretty cozy inside. It does lack the structural integrity and the indomitable spirit of a camp made in the shelter, the very bones of the species that tried to eat you, I suppose. Still, very cozy. Oh. Pack of four-eyed fish. Can of marshmallows. And a flask of, I'm gonna call that hot cocoa. Wouldn't that be nice? He's got a lot of flasks. Let's hop in our ship and see if we can track down that that distress signal. Signal scope is a go. And the answer is no. Interesting stuff. Oof. So which direction am I going? I'm so lost. Scout signal over here? Might be where I came from. Here we go. Now where are we? This is different. Thought going back out would take us outside of the ship. Stress beacon. That way. Let's accelerate towards it. Lay off the gas. In case we've got any friends nearby. Think I'm pretty safe here. We're here. Appears to be up in this direction. Oh, that looks like a angler of some kind. Must be a seed near here. Oh, here's the distress beacon. That's handy. Let's check out this ship. Let's get inside. From Seka. Our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication capabilities in the process. We've held out as long as we could here, but this life pod's supply of breathable air is nearly depleted, and the anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Our best chance at survival is to return to the vessel to either repair the damage or, more probably, await rescue. Escal, Seka, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It'll be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. Here's our central computer for this one. What does it have to tell us? Whew. Begin flight log. Escape pod 3. The vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Now launching escape pod 3. Multiple collisions have altered pod's trajectory. Significant damage to the pod detected. Oh, navigation error. Life support error. Propulsion error. Oh boy. Oh. Not taking any pictures. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Gravity not detected. Breathable air not detected. Multiple life forms detected. Potentially hostile. Verdict. Do not exit pod. Oof. They had to. Running out of air and they have to get back to the vessel? Then, there's a new problem. Our equipment is detecting 2 distinct beacons from the vessel. Seka. But it isn't possible for the vessel to be in 2 different locations at the same time. Den, I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time. Seka, we're nearly out of time already. Den. The vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it will be gone and we will be lost. Escal, we will follow the beacon whose source is nearest to us. Den, but suppose that beacon is false. Escal, we likely don't have enough air to reach the farther of the 2 beacons, Den. The decision is made for us. Escal, we'll leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal. Like me? So, we need to find a trail of lights. There's a trail of lights. Let's get back to my ship. That's a light. That's a light. Everywhere a light. There's the door. There's a light. There's a light. There's a bramble seed with a bunch of stuff around it. Let's see if I can get out and take a look. Probably need to launch a scout into that bramble seed to find out where the vessel is. What have we here? Oh, God. Oh. God, that music is perfect for a graveyard. Oh. Seka, did any come here searching for us? We followed one of the 2 beacons from the vessel to this place, but can go no further. It's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed. But the opening is too small for even a single mind to fit through it, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. Be so close to the location of the vessel and still so far is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon, we'll be unable to hear it. There's nothing we can do now but try and perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods were able to reach relative safety. Well, Seka, yeah, they made it to 2 safe-ish planets and they were able to meet up again, so at least that happened. Any other notes? Oh, they're hugging. Oh, oh my heart. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, I've got a duplicate signal, which is where I need to be going. Yeah, that looks impressive, and not like like the Brambles. Yeah, that's a ship. Alrighty, let's hop in our ship and very respectfully move around this graveyard. Let's not knock too many bodies loose. Okay, this is the one that has all the baddies in it, I think. It's red. Yeah, so I need to pick up as much speed as I can possibly get and then catapult through here and then not move at all. Oh god, I just lost the location of the... nothing to see here, folks. This is my life now. Oh god. Dear Christ. I see it. Stay off of me, you frickin' fracker. You gone? Oh boy. About to share my fate with the inhabitants of former inhabitants of the escape pod. Well, all kinds of destroyed, but let's see if I can figure something out here. Very least I'd like to try to get to the vessel before this universe ends. So I can use that as a point marker on my HUD. So I was stupid and relaunched my probe. Just go. Oh god. Sorry guys. Sorry. Oh god. This is not going to end well. Oh, that's a negative. Oh boy. Fuck it. Oh, one of them got me. Oh. Oof, palms are sweaty. Knees are weak. Mom's spaghetti. Oof. So in this episode, we went to the Dark Bramble. We found our pioneering spaceflight friend, spaceflight pioneer friend, Feldspar. We discovered the escape pod number 3, and got some very valuable clues as to the location of the vessel. In our next episode, I think we're going to go straight to the vessel and figure out what is going on there. But for now, I'm going to call it here. thank you guys so very much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will look forward to catching you in the next video. And remember, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, stay curious.